In post-production, we used advanced editing. This was a huge step from the basic tools that we'd used in the prelim and suite. We were now using slow motion, special effects in the bad boy scene, and scene transactions and sound effects. For example, the bike starting up. We also used these in the shot scene to help it look more like a music video, to create more of a rom-com feel, so a comedy, fit with the comedy genre. We had to cut the film to the music, which also fitted with the music video feel. I've addressed my use of technology in this process in my evaluation question 6, so that explains that further. We also created a cartoon for each male protagonist to help bring across the comedy aspect of the genre, like in Le Donk and Scorsese, which we took the inspiration from. We used Final Cut and Photoshop to create these, again more as explained in my question 6 evaluation question. And by this point, non-diegetic music had been recorded, but Try Little Tenderness and the music for the bad boy scene were not filmed yet. We only had the bits for the opening section, so the Arctic Monkeys acoustic guitar section. We should have done this earlier, but due to not being able to work out dates with Connor, it got a bit pushed back. We instead had a skilled guitarist from our school, and Lucy Carter, to help us compose these songs. Again, we gave them pre-existing examples of the music and what tempo we wanted them in. Before this, we had placeholder copyright music, which we had cut the film to, so the sample music influenced the scene and how we edited it. So we had to re-edit the music. I wrote the 3 voiceovers, which we recorded using the boom mic. This created exposition of the characters and anchored the love triangle. These were edited in so key moments would fit with specific parts of the film. For example, my name is Holly Morris. She looks at the camera at this bit. This creates a more kind of smooth feel instead of it being all jolty and things not fitting together. So it was more professional feel. Again, with the cutting to the music and the music within. When it's cut to the music, it's a more professional feel and it's a smoother. It just looks a lot better. We got a lot of audience feedback, which was more than we'd got for our prelim and our Swede, for most of our rough cuts to help us move forward, so we could find out what we needed to change to suit our target audience, to make sure that they understood what was going on. We needed this to help us achieve our preferred reading, so that they understood what we were trying to achieve. For our preferred reading, especially in the classroom scene, to make sure that the love triangle was clear, so we could make sure that people understood this. We also asked to make sure that our primary audience could relate to the characters. Gladly, we didn't have to reshoot anything, but we did have to re-edit some bits to fit with the feedback that we got. But overall, it helped. Throughout this process, I've learned a lot about the camera and all of its different sections and how to work it, as I've never really understood how to use the filming section of a camera before. I've also learned a lot about cinematography and the framing of shot types and how this, along with mise-en-scene, creates exposition of the characters. I never realised how it could affect how the audience perceives a character. With the editing, the contrast between my starting point and my final point to where I am now is a huge step, as I've never edited before. So that's my skills have been increased greatly. If I could do the film again, if I was to do this again, I would have completed the filming and composed the music a lot earlier, so we had a lot more time for editing and reshooting if need be. I also would have not have only used a Caucasian cast